Hello everyone, my name is Nyclosa and welcome back to This is the Police. Now, we dealt with the feminist protest. We used force, obviously, if you guys couldn't remember in the last part. But yeah, it looks like that some people are actually getting tired. So I'm guessing this is like the energy bar of like how they're doing. A lot of people don't look great. So I'm trying to figure out how to like send people to. Oh, okay. So she's fired, or not fired. She quit. I'm trying to figure out how to send people on vacation, but whatever. End of the day. So we are on day 10. Feminist protest meets angry police. We were not angry. Representative of Orthodox Church may appear in Freiburg. City unemployment rate drops below 1%. That's good. Are we going to get a cinematic? No, we're not. I think that's the first time. Alright, start the day. Let's go to the catalog, see what we got. Let's try Clarinet Sugar, I guess. Alright, there we go. Sounds like some ragtime stuff. Alright, we gotta give some people some stripes here. Don't forget to prepare for the... Okay, fine. That's oh shit! No! Oh my god! I completely forgot about that. Take care of the hero. Having pulled Senator Wallace Green from the river, the municipality, on the senator's recommendation, has decided to reward this outstanding officer. The ceremony is scheduled for July 27th, and the event will be open to the press, as well as Mr. Green's family, who wish to personally thank the police. Make sure nothing unusual happens to this officer, so he will be able to attend the ceremony and receive his medal without complications. So, in other words, don't send him to any calls, which I completely understand. Alright, let's go ahead and see if we can hire someone here. Shit, which one did she quit? She quit Shift B, I believe, so you're getting put on Shift B. Alright. City Hall, what do you got? What do you got? Let's actually... Let's request a raise, because I feel like money is going to become a attempted murder. Only one officer. I mean, okay. Let's send Hode. Let's see what happens here. Alright, so... we can hire Snitch. I don't know what that does. Maybe it like figures out what other officers are doing. I'm not sure. Jack, some black gangster hit up one of our shots. It's too much for us to deal with right now. Blah blah blah. Sure, I'll help y'all out. Okay. I mean, I guess I should probably send all of them since it's attempted murder. But why would it request only one officer in the first place? And only one officer maximum? Didn't make sense to me. So. Courthouse at 6:30. Six grand sounds fine right now. That sounds great. So. Alright, we got a noise complaint. That can get kind of put on the back burner. What do we got for a report? Officers unharmed, civilians unharmed. Perfect. Alright. Alright, come on, come on. There you go. Alright, we got some people back. Let's send 2. It's kind of a noise complaint, so it's not really that important. Mr. Boyd, I really don't like doing these. They just take up too much time. Alright. So we've got 4 officers cleared, or 5 now. 5. Well, yeah, 5. Alright, so we got a robbery. Send 2 of them. Alright, got a report. Okay, we got a little scenario here. Noise complaint. Sawmill is surrounded by a 9-foot fence and the gates are locked from the inside. Shouts can be heard within. Break the gate open. A man is threatening... Oh, God! A man is threatening a young boy with a circular saw. The man is screaming hysterically. Please don't tell me he gets hurt. Perfect! Alright, we got him. Whew! That was insane. Alright. Yeah, I can't do that, so yeah, fuck you. Alright, so we've got 2 clearing, 2 responding, or 3 responding. We've got a homicide. Oh, I should probably look at that investigation. Alright, good rank ups. Alright, take a look at this investigation here. Details. Okay, so we've got boom, boom, boom. Zoe Nosek, a student, about a month ago, she unsuccessfully applied for an usher job at the Last Picture Show Theater. So, an angry person that did not get hired. Totally didn't do that. Actually, let's try. First, let's do that, and then it might get overrun, and then we can retreat. But I sent SWAT, so it's highly unlikely. Oh man! All right, what do we got for this arson? Let's send you to. Oh no, we don't want to do that. Let's forget about that for now. Alright, so we got an assault. Send you to. We're gonna wait on that arson. We're gonna retreat because. Alright. Fender escaped. Civilian kid. Ah, shit. That's not gonna look good for me. I mean, $6,000 is nice though. Alright, so. Come on, where are the calls at? Alright, so we pretty much have. Okay, I kind of figured that was going to happen. The door to the apartment is locked from the inside, and unintelligible screams can be heard within. The victim is bound and lying on the floor. The assailant is sitting on top of him, waving a syringe filled with an unknown substance. A bottle of bleach is on the floor nearby. So he's going to inject this dude with bleach. That's fucked. All of these are just... I don't know. Alright, perfect. That was the right thing to do. Alright, that's what we want. That's what we want. Okay, so looks like we've got cops cooling down, and I think that's going to be the end of the day. I'm hoping. Because I really want to nab this guy for arson. That'll be... Alright, end the day. Perfect. Alright, so no casualties. Actually, there was one civilian casualty, but alright. All City Hall employees awarded company cars for personal use. Mayor Rogers displeased with police department. Of course he is. You can never please the man. Freiburg to host semifinals of Youth Hockey League? Why would you say that with a question? I mean, are we or are we not? That probably means I'm going to be requested. Like my... Okay, here we go. Alright, so this is the panel board for the feminist thing. It's my job. The police were obliged to attend. Well, I think he's not wrong. In your opinion, did any of the participants at the protest pose any actual danger to others? Definitely. Whenever there's over 50 people gathered in a single place, there's always a chance something will go off. Well, he's not wrong. None of your business. What are your personal feelings about women? That's an improper question. Mr. Boyd, did you give the order to suppress the protests by force? Oh, this is a hard one. Because, I mean, City Hall did tell me. Oh, man, because City... I mean, ultimately, yes, I did. Let's see what happens. What are you doing?
In my new role as corrupt official,
Okay.
I had to give up some of my favorite habits. I couldn't turn off my phone when my head ached. Couldn't sleep till noon on Saturday and let the rest of HQ take up the slack. No more days off to go fishing. But my weekly visit to the old Colony Club was more like tradition. One night a week, I absorbed cigar smoke, the vague smell of alcohol, the stench of urine, all mixed with toxic levels of old drunken belches. Same picture it was 30 years ago. Tradition's gotta be honored. And to stay faithful to the tradition, you've got to respect the standard rituals. When you're about to roll out of the club, you need to take a deep breath and count to 100. If your stomach doesn't do a backflip, you should be good to make it home. This time I only got up to 60. I was interrupted.
Why? You look even better than you do on TV.
There's nothing more impolite than approaching people in the alley at the old Colony. This is the most private place in the city. All who enter here dirty their shoes with the most elite stream of vomit in Freeburg. This asphalt has been blessed by judges, lawyers, artists, businessmen, and all our politicians. Takes a lot of balls to crash the party. My head was a drunken haze, but I knew who he was. A cartoon gangster suit straight out of Dick Tracy. Fancy voice, fruit cologne, sassy strut. That's how the newspapers described Vikas Varga, rising star in Freeburg's criminal underworld. He appeared out of nowhere, and with the support of the local punks, Varga broke all the old rules of organized crime. He killed those who could not be killed, traded what could not be traded, and robbed those who could not be robbed. In just a single month, this man had gathered an incredible amount of power. He's been called everything from a clown to a madman to a criminal genius, and more often than not, he's called a low-class upstart short on ideas. But if Vargas was one of the old crime bosses, he'd have been cut into pieces and fed to the river. Look past this guy's arrogance, and there's something about him. The city is still deciding what to do with him. Meanwhile, he's burning down the houses of old city mobsters. Not the best time to talk, Mr. Varga.
Well, you know my name. I'm flattered, although not very surprised, to be honest. I might be a little short on manners. Like they say in your fair city, with the right manners, you can go anywhere. Well, I don't want to go anywhere. I want to stay right here.
Even the criminal world needs manners, Mr. Varga. And one of them is this. Don't interfere with a drunken cop who's trying to take a shit and puke at the same time.
Oh, you exaggerate. But is Freeburg always so gentle with its officers? You've been a bit roughed up lately.
I see you already know Freeburg quite well, Mr. Varga.
Well, I love to learn and look around. But I do know that the inhabitants of this fair city should be friends, Jack. Maybe it's true I don't have the best manners. After all, it's only polite for friends to share their phone numbers. This city of yours moves so fast. I feel like I'm hooked on amphetamines all over again. You wake up in the morning full of ideas, and by nightfall, you've all had each other killed. So don't wait too long to call. I don't mind if you're drunk. It's all the more fun. I'll be stoned myself, most likely. Hell, I'm a little stoned right now. It's the only way to live in this place. I like your city, Jack. I'm here to stay.
If it weren't for the phone number written on my arm, I probably wouldn't have remembered the conversation in the morning. But there was no reason to worry. I'd be getting a reminder soon.
All right, so that was an interesting cinematic. Some of these are just really long and kind of dry, to be honest. Orthodox priest bribe mayor, Greek priest to be appointed head of Freiburg Orthodox Church. I cannot read. Students volunteer to help farmers. Perfect. Another. Oh my god.
My morning ritual was plagued by the smell of Vicus Vargas' fruity cologne. It was like the sharp citrus scent was chasing me around the house, as if Vicus was right there in my living room. When I finally realized the smell was coming from a big basket of oranges, it didn't put me any more at ease. I'd opened my door to lots of threatening mail, evidence of criminal wrongdoing, even a dead ferret or two. But fruit? Never. You the fruit guy?
Excuse me?
Was it you that brought the basket of oranges?
Nah, it was here when I arrived.
Fine. So who are you?
Today, I'm your driver.
And where are we driving?
To work.
That's it?
Yeah, we have to make an important stop along the way.
Where?
The ranch.
What ranch?
Just the ranch.
Fine. The morning seemed surreal, and I took in the magic. Why wreck it with meaningless chatter? As my tight-lipped chauffeur drove an hour through God knows where, I started to feel like I was in the middle of a bad dream, probably lying bloody and concussed in the alley behind the old Colony Club, my nose buried in a rotten orange peel. But no, this was no dream. The silence was real. The sound of the engine was real. The dust was real enough, too. And there was the ranch over the horizon. It all seemed familiar. The Sand family's overbearing mansion has been the talk of the headlines for decades, but few have managed to get closer than a few miles. I guess I'm just lucky. I didn't know you took private meetings, Mr. Sand.
Only if I expect good company.
I'm surprised my company ranks at all.
Today, yes. Today is a special day.
So it seems.
Do you often go to the old Colony Club, Jack?
Every week.
Meet any interesting people there?
As a rule, no.
Sometimes you make a date, right? Sometimes make new friends.
Sometimes, I guess. But that's not why I go.
And why?
I consider it a hobby.
A hobby. Do you know anything about my hobbies?
Well, judging by the half-dozen animal skins I stepped on walking over here, it's not much of a reach to say you like hunting.
Love it. Well, I say that now. It seemed so tedious when I was a child. Took ever so long. But now I'm older. I have developed a new talent.
What talent is that?
Patience. The will to wait for the right moment. Let's say you want a deer. You know, you deserve it. You've even decided what dishes its meat will go to and where you'll mount its horns. But to get that deer, you've got to wait. To sit in the bushes and stay nice and quiet. Professional hunters will tell you that the hunt is a rare craft. There are many rules. It's shrouded in mystery and ancient skill. Well, that's all complete nonsense. To get a deer, you just sit on the sidelines for a long enough time, pinpoint the moment when it's finally time to shoot. I learned the talent, Jack, but not like you. Oh, Jack, you truly are the master.
I don't understand.
Oh, come on, Jack. I know about the 500,000. I know your plan. Kendrick told me everything. Needless to say, I'm impressed. While some people learn to hold their breath for minutes on end and not to rustle the leaves too loudly, why you decided to just become the foliage. You turned yourself into a bush, surrounded by deer who've been so fruitfully multiplying for decades. But all this time you've held your rifle at the ready. Forgive an old man his imagery, Jack. I've the heart of a poet, I confess.
Look, I don't know what was said between you and Kendrick, but it sounds like you got it wrong.
Oh, I think I understand everything just fine. And I think we understand each other quite well. Jack, in the coming war, we'll make excellent partners.
What war?
One war falls upon every generation. My grandfather drove out the Ambersons back when he was 27. My father destroyed that psychopath gangster Maurice Bell when he was a sprightly 30. At 69, I'd begun to think my war had passed me over. But my time has come at last. Tomorrow Vickis Varga declares war, and I'm obliged to answer.
So we're talking about Varga now.
I don't know how he thinks. I don't even know whether he plans his actions or not. I can't divine his purpose. Hell, I don't even know where he comes from. He's a man not of our breed, wouldn't you say? But when he arrived here, I invited him in, told him we could work together. An official invitation penned in my own hand and written on some very expensive paper. And can you imagine his reply? A fruit basket. What sense can be made of such a message?
I guess it means whatever you want it to.
Precisely.
I'm late for work, Mr. Sand.
You know, Jack, I could just give you 500,000 right now, cash, whatever denominations you like. But I would never insult you so. If I went stalking my prey for so many years, I wouldn't want someone else to shoot it for me. I understand you, Jack, and I'll never ask you for anything that's contrary to your nature. Just think about our conversation. Think about it, and call me.
Like I said, it's a whole new life, and I've had to give up some old habits. One of them, keeping away from things that don't concern me. Now I can't afford the luxury. This spotlight I'm under, concerns is all I got.
All right, well, that was a really, really long cinematic. Wow. I really hope all these cutscenes are not like that, but I think I'm going to make my decision in the next part. So, because we are way, way over time. So, thank you all so much for watching. If you want to see more videos like this, feel free to click that subscribe button down below. If you like this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, give it a thumbs down. I can incorporate the criticism in the next video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.